Good evening, everyone. I'm Maurice Dubois. It is election night in the tri-state area. We are bringing you coverage of the biggest races in the region. The polls have just closed here in New York, and we are waiting for the results to start coming in. Voters had until 8 to cast their ballots in New Jersey and Connecticut. In the city, voter turnout has been very light. At last check at 6 p.m., the Board of Elections said only about 444,000 people had voted. That is just under 10%. Races in the city include 51 city council seats. A handful of the redrawn districts are hotly contested. That includes races in Brooklyn. In City Council District 43, the candidates are Republican Ying Tan, Democrat Susan Zhuang, and Conservative Party candidate Vito LaBella. There you see the numbers, too early to call. And in the race for City Council District 47, incumbent Democrat Justin Brannan, challenged by Republican Ari Kagan. Again, the polls just closed at 9 o'clock. CBS News' Hannah Klieger reports from Bensonhurst tonight.
This poll site here is within the confines of the newly redrawn 43rd City Council District, which is being called an Asian Opportunity seat. It's a race with no incumbent, where both major party candidates are Asian women. Redistricted because of the results of the latest census, it has a nearly 54% Asian majority. The borders include parts of Sunset Park, Borough Park, Bath Beach, Bensonhurst, and Gravesend. Soon we will learn whether Democrat Susan Zhuang or Republican Ying Tan will represent this seat, or whether it will be conservative candidate Vito LaBella. Workers say more than 300 ballots have been cast here today. Of course, that does not include early voting.
I worked 2022. We had far more people around, but it's an off year of an off year. But on top, considering that, I've actually had more people than I expected.
As we've been reporting, the changes to the district also left two council members fighting for the same seat in the nearby 47th district, which encompasses Bay Ridge and Coney Island. Soon we will learn whether Democrat Justin Brannan or Republican Ari Kagan will win this high-stakes race. Now that the polls are closed, it's going to be a long night for the Board of Elections, and of course we'll be bringing you the results of both of these high-stakes races when we get them. In Bensonhurst, Brooklyn, Hannah Klieger, CBS 2 News.
Okay, Hannah, and let's take a look at some of the other races we are watching closely tonight. The 19th District in Queens. This is a rematch between Republican incumbent Vicky Palladino and Democrat Tony Avella. Fierce showdown there. Palladino won a previous matchup by about 300 votes. We'll keep an eye on that one. On Long Island, the Democratic Suffolk County executive is term limited, so Republican Ed Romaine hoping to capture the seat and fuel more victories next year when a group of freshman Republican congressmen are up for re-election. He is facing off against Democrat David Colon. It could be an historic election in Yonkers. Democratic Mayor Mike Spano running for an unprecedented fourth term. He faces a challenge from Republican City Councilman Anthony Moranti and Allison Abramson. The Yonkers residents say it is their duty to show up on Election Day.
Important to me, who's going to be, running the city is very important.
As an American, you should always vote in every single election. Your voice is heard.
And Mayor Spano is the husband of Mary Calvi, anchor of CBS 2 News this morning. She had no role in the coverage of this race. Now to New Jersey, where every seat in the legislature is up for grabs. Democrats looking to hold on to control of the state Senate and General Assembly. Republicans hoping to take at least one House for the first time in about 2 decades. According to a Rutgers-Eagleton poll, the economy and taxes, key issues for voters. Republicans are also butting heads with Democrats over issues like parental rights in education and offshore wind projects. And Democrats are putting their focus on the issue of abortion. Some of the key races in New Jersey we're watching include State Senate District number 11. That covers Monmouth County. The incumbent, Democrat Vin Gopal, facing Republican challenger Steve Dinistrian and Karen Zalatal of the Patriot Party. There you can see the numbers. Gopal well out in front. And also watching District 16. That covers parts of Hunterdon, Mercer, Middlesex, and Somerset County. Andrew Zwicker, the Democratic incumbent, with a comfortable lead. 24% of the precincts, however, reporting at this point. There you see the challengers at the moment. Now, District 38, that's Bergen and Passaic counties. The incumbent Democrat Joseph A. Lagana being challenged by Republican Micheline Attia. And there you see Lagana up with only 5% of the precincts reporting up with a sizable lead, but that we will keep an eye on that one as it is sure to change throughout the evening. Meantime, Bridgeport, Connecticut voting for mayor knowing the election might not even decide the winner tonight. Last week, a judge tossed out the results of the Democratic primary between incumbent Mayor Joe Ganim and challenger challenger Joe Gomes after allegations of ballot box stuffing. Gomes had sued after appearing to lose a September primary by only 251 votes. Both men on today's general election ballot. They may have to face each other again for a new primary, depending on the results of that lawsuit. And as election results come in tonight, stay with CBS 2 for the latest on all the key races. We'll have live team coverage for you at 11 o'clock on CBS 2.